guess I need to update my happy place to something a little more age appropriate.
And Adam Sandler's a perfect example of fuck the critics because he's built a whole universe. He's got a billionaire industry. So he's a perfect example of do what you do what you love, your way, your style. And if you truly love it, it will work out.
The one thing I always take away from Adam Sandler's movies is that he's got some key elements of family, making decisions, and good heartfelt stories, man. And this one is, got to do with grief, loss, family, connection, addiction.
Yeah, let's go.
What's happening, people? Welcome back to the Brothers Geekout movie reviews, and today we are reviewing Happy Gilmore 2. Before we get into it, this video is sponsored by Cherish. Click, see the magic, be the magic. Check the description for more. And let's get into it. Happy Gilmore 2. After 25 years, Adam Sandler brings this character back for us to enjoy. Man, what did you think, Kibbs? I mean, what's your initial thoughts? Remakes and all that sort of stuff, I think is always difficult, especially after such a long time. But when you're bringing back the original characters and it's a comedy movie, I feel like it's a bit more easier. But that's my thoughts. Like, I'll tell you more in details. But what was your initial thoughts?
No, listen, it's a good fun watch, bro. I didn't think we really needed it, to be honest, because I feel like what that tends to do is diminish what the original is loved for. Like, the original is a cult classic. There's not nobody who doesn't know about Happy Gilmore. But it's a good fun watch. Like there had some moments in there that made me crack up. But the one good thing, as much as he's getting older now, he can't do all the crazy stuff that he used to do when he was younger. Like in that first one, it was really physical comedy as well. He can't do that in this one. He is older. But there are some funny moments in the film. But it's got heart. It's got heart,
Always.
He's all of his movies, no matter what. Like the one thing I always take away from Adam Sandler's movies is that he's got some key elements of family, making decisions, and good heartfelt stories, man. Like, he's always been about like family. I suppose he's been like that since his kids as well. And like his comedy's outlandish. And this one is, got to do with grief, loss, family, connection, addiction. Good fun.
Touches on a lot, yeah.
It does touch on a lot. So listen, I originally went in negative, but the one scene that brought it all back for me was that scene, which we'll talk about a bit later on. I loved it, man. That was the highlight of the movie for me.
Well, I'm gonna be complete opposite. I didn't go in negative. I was actually genuinely looking forward to this because to me, a comedy, and especially Adam Sandler style comedy, I felt like you could bring back. And after 25 years, I didn't have any expectations. I didn't think that I didn't need it or did need it. I just think it's easier to do because this for me, just like the original one, is a just sit back, relax and watch the movie and enjoy. There's nothing too much to concentrate on. That's what I love about these comedy movies or Adam Sandler specific comedy movies. You're not too concentrated. You have to be too concentrated on the story. You actually just sit back and relax and enjoy it. And that's what I was looking forward to. And me personally, that's what I got out of it, man. I thought he brought the character back exactly, but obviously a bit more mature. And as you said, he's a bit more older, so he can't get as physical. However, he was able to incorporate that physical comedy with his sons and everyone else, which I thought was
that was
hilarious,
jokes. That was jokes.
right?
Yeah, that was funny.
And then, as you said, like all of Adam Sandler movies, which is why I love. And listen, when I'm not going to get political about certain things or whatnot, but all of his movies, like you say, have a deeper line meaning, and this one had that as well. Like you said, grief, family, love. He lost. It's crazy, right? Because it's an element of comedy as well, right? But he met his wife in the first one through golf. Through golf and his style, he ended up killing his wife, right? then he didn't want to ever get back into golf again. He wanted to completely get rid of it because it reminded him of his wife and what he did and everything. But he got back into it because of the love of his daughter, for trying to give her the best that he can with the ballet school and everything like that. Right, so he got back into the one thing that he wanted to get out of his life because of the grief that he was going through, and it was reminding me of his wife. And it's just these deeper moments, like you'll do anything. Like, yes, he lost his wife and everything, but what you do for your kids, man, you go back into that hell to get them and do what you can. And you know what I mean? That's what I took away from him. And he always has those underlying meanings in those movies in a comedy sort of aspect. And I sat back and I really enjoyed it, but I wasn't disappointed. And I feel like it just brought back the same element of the first one. It was like as silly and had certain meaning behind it as the first one. So to me, it was super enjoyable, bro. I loved it. I loved all. I honestly, I don't know what it is, but I love all Adam Sandler movies. They're just easy to watch.
No, they are. They're not a hard watch, bro. They directed really well, and yeah, it's just a good fun watch. I could say, like his voice, he's still got the same voice. He still brings that anger out, but it's the physicality that's different, and you know, the way he turned. You know, when somebody says something and he always destroys them, like when he was working in the supermarket, and he was like, "Just move away, man. Just go, man. Just leave me alone." You know, some people just want to be left alone. He was like,
Yeah,
"Just don't agitate me, man, or you're just gonna end up in the fish tank," which he ended up in the fish tank. And then the
he was trying to be
character,
better. Yeah,
yeah,
because in the
the bad
first
breath
one,
guy.
oh yeah, no, so yeah, sorry to cut you off. So in the first one, he goes straight at it, bro. But in this one,
Yeah,
he's
yeah,
trying
yeah,
to be
yeah.
more mature. Yeah.
It's good. It's good. It's good. It was good fun. A few gripes about it, but other than that, like it's hard, man. You bring back something like after so long, bro. There's never going to be like a like you can't compare the two. It's still like I like to keep Happy Gilmore where it is. But two was just a good fun watch. So I wouldn't say it's a great uh not conclusion, but continued story, basically.
Yeah, I mean, look, I'm gonna, like I say, for me, I felt opposite. I just didn't feel it anyway, but just kind of see that character back. I actually enjoyed it, and there's a couple of other Adam Sandler characters that I don't mind seeing back. I think we made a comment a while back. Imagine he done a multiverse universe where all of his characters are in one movie. I don't know. It's just a thought because I think his characters are funny. Like with little Nicky and
Oh my God.
what's the one he goes to school again? When he goes back to school.
Billy Madison.
Billy Madison, you know, you got Zohan. Zohan's a bit of a controversial one, but listen, man, I'm not gonna go into it too much because of the situation and everything. But overall, I remember him speaking about Rogan's podcast, and he was saying like, "Look, man, I made that movie, and ultimately, I just wanted to humanize everyone and bring peace, or have a essence of movie of peace based on the situation, right?" But even that character and whatnot. But like, I mean, look, with this movie, like I say, like we'll get into the comedy stuff because there were so many funny moments in my opinion, right? But there was the struggle with, like you said, with life and grief. Like he's getting on with life after his wife died, the grief and the addiction. I mean, he really emphasized addiction, obviously in the comedy way, meaning that, man, everything had alcohol in it, bro. Like every little item he had
That was
had
funny.
alcohol, in it, which was jokes, which is element of his comedy as well.
Yeah, 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 definitely. The hand sanitizer part, that one killed me.
Because that guy was on it, and the other dude, like, he was on it. I mean, this is what I'm saying about his comedy and his characters in these movies, man. The comedy, it's not hard to understand. It's just you sit back and enjoy it, if that makes sense. You know what I mean? Like it's silly comedy, but it works, man. And you got all the characters. We're gonna go into a cast in a second because smashed it with the cast list and everything.
Mhm.
But I mean, like, you know, the addiction, the grief that he was going through. He went to get help. You know, I mean, he did still attempt to go and get help. He did have purpose in his life, which is his daughter and his family and his kids, whatnot. It did bring back old rivalries and all that sort of stuff. So similar sort of aspect to the first one. You know, the first one was his grandmother, right? He got into it.
Mm.
He's a failed hockey player because of his temper and all that sort of stuff. He got into golf because he wanted to make money for his grandmother's home. So this one is similar story. I needed to make money for my daughter and whatnot. But the only element was like because in the first one he wanted to be a hockey player, not golf. This one he didn't want to get back into golf because his wife or whatnot. But it was
Yeah.
just he brought that kind of story behind it, which was always great. I mean, look, let's quickly go into the massive cast list, and then we can kind of talk about the joke parts that we go into, or kind of relate it back to the joke parts to each one of these characters, because you've got a massive cast list, and a lot of these people, some of these people I recognize, some of them I don't, but you got obviously Adam Sandler, you got a guy called Bad Bunny, who's like Bad Bunny was like a Oscar Mirages, who is like a musician. You got
Oh
Eminem.
yeah.
Yeah, you got Eminem making
Oh yeah, that was funny.
Wait, so I was gonna say the Bad Bunny dude was his caddy or whatever. And
Yeah,
he was
that's
funny
right.
as
Yeah,
well with
yeah,
his
yeah,
little
yeah.
bits, yeah. Wanting to serve everyone basically. You got Eminem, who played what's his name? Donald Floyd Jr., which is the guy that used to basically heckle him in the first one. We call him a jackass and whatnot. So that was Eminem's character, and he got into beef. Who's this guy? Travis Chaos. You got Donnie Dale. You got Margaret Coeli. I knew it was her, but I was like, "Are you sure that's her? She was a part of the trio, the first three people that he played when he goes back to golf, those amateurs." Anyway, you got his wife.
Yeah.
You got Julian Bauer. You got his daughter, Sunny Sandler, who plays his daughter in this. She's always in a lot of his movies. You got Haley Joel Osment, who is Billy Jenkins, who plays Haley Joel Osment, who is his, I guess, almost like main nemesis on the other side. You got Sadie Sandler, was in it. His other daughter was in it. You got a whole bunch of like golf professionals and whatnot. So I'm not gonna act like I know them or whatnot. You had Ben Stiller was back as Hal J, who was in the first one, who played his grandma, who was in a nursing home, right? The nurse for his grandma's home, who was a total dick. And in this
That's
one,
right.
he was the what do you call it, man? When you go back to the sorority, what's it, the sorority meeting or whatever it is. He was the
It's like
leader
a
of.
recovery. It's like a recovery, like an alcohol something. I can't remember what it's
I
called
can't
though.
remember. Yeah, exactly. That's what it is. When you go in there and say, and I know you're meeting with people and say, I'm my name's so and so, I'm an alcoholic, and you go there for help. Anyway, he was the leader for that, but he was also still a dick in that, which was hilarious. You had Shooter McGavin come back, man. That's Christopher McDonald came back as that. So that was quite funny to have him back. His actual wife, Jackie Sandler, was in it for a bit. That was his ballet coach. Who else you have? You got like professional wrestlers. You had Kid Cudi was in there. He showed up in the appearance at the end as a cop. You had a couple of his friends, Nick Swaders, that comedian kid. I don't know. I'm trying to find who else is in there, bro. The big giant dude that was in the first one. His son or whoever
His
showed
son
up.
was in it.
Some
Yeah.
next dude was he shows up in this. You have the reporter who's a basic reporter, who's Kevin Neeson, who plays Garrett Porter, who's just the most basic reporter of all time. But this next dude killed me, who played Chump's son,
Oh, bro,
Lavelle Crawford. He's the one who actually smashed it and
he's the
killed me.
highlight for me. For me, he's the highlight. He smashed it for me. He had
But
some
he,
moments in that film.
But his awkward body shape, first of all, killed me. He loses his hand. I don't know how he loses his hand. And the way Adam Sandler broke his hand by shaking it was what killed me. Just a
Such a
random
random
scene.
scene. I don't know why it made me laugh so much, but it was like, why did you have to squeeze so hard?
And what kept it cracking me up was, I don't mean to be bad, but how the hell did Chomps' son, who Chomps was like I think I'm saying it was Champs
Athlete.
or Chomps, he was a proper athlete, golf athlete, and then his son was just some out of shape, off shape dude. Cracked me up, man. Like a golf coach at mini golf, or what you call it, crazy golf thing. What did he say to that woman that cracked me up? You like
It goes,
you
you hard ass British ass something. Uh,
hillbilly British.
you hillbilly British hotness, and then it was funny. That was a good scene. He was funny in the rest of the scenes. The scene, even when he was super gluing the fingers back together, when Shooter McGregor or what his name was trying to uh like inspire the other guys, but they were like, "You lose too, guy." Yeah,
Oh my god, he was the funniest out of it, man. I mean, look, there's so many other people. You got Post Malone that was in it. Cameron, the rapper, bro, was in it. You got Andrew
What?
Santino, the comedian. Yeah, he was in it. I can't remember what scene. I think there was a scene where they kept on shifting between certain podcasts, and there was one with a bunch of like rappers or whatnot. One of them, I think that's the one where Cameron was in it. But you got so many people in this movie.
Which is crazy because I noticed that as well. It's like product placement, but it's people in the, the influencers, the podcasters, and they're making their cut in movies right now, which is crazy because it's like I had this conversation with shout out to the guys at Outtakes. I was on one of their episodes. We did like a comic book sort of Superman James Gunn episode, and they invited me over. So I didn't get to say thank you on my recent episode on their podcast, which was absolutely an amazing experience, and it's great to be known as the comic connoisseur, which is not me. That's Michael Adji. I'm just a guy who, I'm a geek, your general everyday geek. But we were saying, what was we saying? It's gone right in my head now.
You're talking about
Podcasters and
podcasters and
influencers
stuff. Yeah.
getting their chance in movies now. Like, what do we think about that? And I was like, that's an amazing opportunity, man. Like for me to have our platform be known to be in a movie as well is a whole different ball game because you're like, right, I'm actually like them guys. They must be geeking out as well. I'd geek out. I'd be like, oh, man, our podcast is on Adam Sandler's new movie or somebody, something. Like I think it's a great opportunity that creators like us can be able to have that piece of the pie now. That makes sense.
Yeah.
So yeah, no, it's great to see. That was great to see. I did see a lot of people in there that I was like, oh, that's interesting that they did that.
Yeah, I mean, look, these podcasters, like I'm familiar with some of them, but they're already big anyway. And I guess like these days, it's like when you're trying to get reactions of like, because the whole movie was like this golf contest, right? He's the one that he plays for, and this new golf tournament coming in, who is challenging the normal ways of golf. Like, because that's what Adam Sandler, that's what Happy Gilmore did in the original movie, right? He challenged the way golf is with this whole rowdy hockey style and whatnot, and fighting and beer and having certain loud fans and stuff like that. So this whole dude, my guy with the bad breath, whatnot, tried to create a whole organization where it's completely that. It's like golf, but with this rowdy crowd and crazy golf and all this sort of stuff, right? Challenging and everything. So, but I guess that when you're trying to get those social hits and all that sort of stuff, trying to go viral, then you're gonna reach out to them podcasters and get
Yeah,
them
yeah,
interviews
yeah.
and
I
stuff
can
like that.
understand that. I can
Yeah,
understand
because
that.
that's who promotes stuff these days. It's not like the news and television and whatnot. It's podcasters. Those are the reactions that you want. Those are the ones that get out to the regular people and have an audience and all that sort of stuff, and stuff like that. So, I mean, look, the movie again had so many. Again, for me, like so many funny moments where you just sit back and just enjoy. Like there's nothing crazy about it, and that's what I love about Adam Sandler movies. Each character, like Steve Buscemi's character, was just hilarious. His kids randomly just aggressive, beating up. Like obviously they get that from him from the first movie and whatnot, but just like randomly they're just beating up the car when it doesn't start or something like that. And
Yeah,
then
yeah, yeah. That's jokes. Yeah.
Steve Buscemi comes in, starts beating up the car, and they're like, "You can't hit the car," and they chase him. Like these sort of things make me laugh, man. There's nothing
That was
serious about it.
random. That was very random. That was very random. Even when Eminem, spoilers, guys, Eminem, they killed Eminem, bro.
Well, I mean, he got munched up by the what do you call it, man? Crocodiles
But
and
they
shit.
killed him, man. They put him in there, bro. Why is there live crocodiles in there anyway, bro?
But that's how golf is, bro. In Florida and shit like that, there is like
Yeah.
live crocodiles, and because they play in a massive field, and in Florida, man, those crocodiles and alligators just roam free, bro. It's mad. I'll never go Florida, man. It's crazy.
Allow that, bro.
Yeah, if you
Sorry,
Google it, bro, if you Google it, bro, you'll see, or YouTube it, you'll see loads of alligators and crocodiles running around golf fields around those areas, man. It's mad.
Man.
Yeah, it's mad.
That is crazy. I gotta say that is crazy.
Yeah, man, it's hilarious. It's I would never play golf in those places, man. But who else is in there, man? You got like I said, they bring back so many characters. There's so many other funny moments. I'm trying to think which other moments kind of got me. I think it's just general, man. You know what I mean? Like that like Chomps' son was the highlight throughout the whole movie.
Who was the highlight? Who was the highlight?
Yeah.
Who was the one that surprised all of us?
Yeah, definitely. Well, let's go into some. I tell you what other fun moments? Well, let's go into some Easter eggs and cameos and stuff. Like we talked about the cameos, but let's go into like Easter eggs. And surprisingly, I'm talking about Easter eggs because there is a lot that he brought back to this movie from the first one. So let's go into a few of them, just to kind of reminisce. And again, I'm going through the internet, people.com. This is so. Thank you for
Okay.
spotting these all out. But the first one, he does his happy ball dance, which again in golf you don't do, but that's when he puts the golf club or whatever between his legs and he's riding like a bull when he gets a
Yeah,
hole
yeah,
in
yeah,
one.
yeah.
I mean, again, it's something from the first one. He does it in this one. Again, you don't do it in golf. There's a video game that they play with Happy Gilmore, which recreates the scene from the original movie where he's fighting a dude. Where I think he's fighting that old dude. Where there's I can't remember who it is, but in the first one, he fights that old dude and gets beaten up. There's that original. There's a video game that recreates that scene. Happy still lives in his grandma's house, so the whole a point of the first movie was, to save his grandma's house. So at least he was able to achieve that, and he's still in his grandma's house with his kids and family. Chubb's mentors Happy from heaven. So there was a moment where Chubb shows up in heaven, which was a nice little Carl Weathers type of tribute, man. That was quite nice to see that. May he rest in peace, Carl Weathers. Happy's caddy returns, but in a longer and caddy, but no longer caddy. So his caddy from the first one, if you remember, was that weird blonde, pale looking dude, and he would strangle him and shit like that. So that dude came back, but he was actually he was a golf player now, and he had a little something against Adam Sandler. So this is another callback from the first one and a cameo, and just bringing it all back from the first one. Happy goes back to his happy place, which was always very creepy, with his wife just being in skimpy clothes and beer and whatnot. But this time, obviously, he was distracted because his wife was dead. So he had to find different happy place and stuff like that. I think it was his. What brought it back with this one? Was it his family, his kids, or something like that? I can't remember what it was.
What was that?
His happy place. When he kind of thinks of his happiest place, and for him to get the perfect hit.
His violence and his drinking.
Yeah. I mean, I
Yeah.
can't remember what it. No, not just his violence and drinking, but when he wants to go to his happy place to get the perfect shot to not distract him from anything else that's going on around.
It's gone.
It's gone
Before
out
it
my
was
head.
like
It was
Buddhist games.
Yeah, it was his wife, the girl that he was fantasizing over with
Yeah.
and stuff like that. I'm trying to remember what that was now in this one. Anyway, it's lost me.
Everybody had different versions in this one.
Yeah, Rob Schneider was back with his signature line, "You can do it."
Do it.
Yeah, so
Yeah,
he was back with his signature line. You got you got the nipple pincher from the Waterboy makes a cameo. He was the dude. He was the dude.
Yeah. That guy. I love that guy, man. He's the
Yeah,
best,
yeah.
man.
He was the guy at the
I don't care.
beach.
He was from Waterboy. Was it Waterboy?
Yeah.
Man, his emotional speech always got me, and I'm like, this guy, how is he getting away with it? And the thing is, like, I know what he's talking about as well in that scene, and I'm like, absolutely brilliant, man. I'm glad they got him back.
And this is what I'm
so
saying,
joke.
like the Adam Sandler universe, that you brought this character back from Waterboy to make a cameo in this. He was on the beach. I don't know. He acted like he was like he knew what he was doing, and he was a proper loser. He didn't know what he was doing but he was funny. Chubbs' son also loses his hand. I'm looking at a picture now. He's so off shape. It's hilarious.
No, bro,
Chubbs' son.
don't body shame, bro. Don't body shame.
Chubbs' son killed it, bro. His hand is so bad. Oh my
The
god.
hand, bro.
There are a ton of quotes from Happy Gilmore. We don't need to go into all of those quotes. The original character who plays his voice as Ben Stiller, who we laughed about, we already spoke about. He was funny. Happy has a homage of the Virginia Venant on his lock screen, which is basically a picture from the original Happy Gilmore movie that he's got on his phone of him and his wife. There are tons of props from the first movie, so like his hockey gear and all that sort of stuff that he used from the first movies. Those props are back.
I want to get a Happy Gilmore top now.
But get the hockey one. They're actually pretty cool.
Yeah, I actually really like it. What's wrong with my screen? Sorry, guys, my screen just died.
No, I can see you.
Yeah, no, but I can't see you.
Oh, loose.
I got power.
What else? Happy Gilmore has a picture of his grandma hanging in the car. which was sweet. I believe she passed away in real life, not his real grandma, but the character that played it. The names on the gravestones honors late characters from the first film, which I believe, like you got the picture here is like Chubb, so you had what's his name, Carl Weathers, and some of the other characters in the grave fight that they have, which is such a random fight that those two had.
Such a random fight.
Shooter, what was the name?
Such
Shooter,
a random fight. Shoot McGragan or
yeah,
McGagan.
yeah, which
He
was
is
just
so random, bro.
random but just hilarious. In that, who else is there? The sons of Happy's heckler, the sons of Happy's heckler taunts him at the course, which was Eminem, and then Sandler's sons beat him up. So it was actually quite hilarious that the sons are involved and they're doing the same things.
No,
Again,
exactly.
there was obviously there was a tribute again. Where you see for some reason, what's his name? Abraham Lincoln, Carl Weathers, and the alligator from the first movie in
What's
the
with
clouds.
Abraham Lincoln there?
Can't remember if there was something involved in the first one, but it was a tribute. At least there was a tribute to some of the his old friends and whatnot. Carl Weathers was there as Chubbs, and then the alligator that bit off Carl Weathers' hands and that he fought in the first one was also in that tribute as well. Cameron Boyce appears on TV. I don't know who that is. Oh, Cameron Boyce is that child who passed away. He was in his other movie. I believe he passed away, man. He was in what's the movie?
He was in Ben Stiller's movie as well.
Yeah, exactly. And he plays Adam Sandler's son in that movie where Adam Sandler and Chris Rock and all of them are old. I can't remember what they're called, man. Like
Grown Ups.
Grown Ups, that's what it is. I think he plays him in his son and he passed away. So he had an appearance on a TV screen, basically. So little cameo for him. I believe he passed away, right?
He did.
So yeah, look, those are 18 sort of little cameos, Easter eggs that I found online from people.com. So shout out to people.com for putting that out there. But it's crazy that a movie like this, a comedy movie, you're talking about Easter eggs and cameos because there's so many of them, and it brings back after 25 years of a movie, you kind of do wonder what comes back with it, and that's what he was able to. That's what some of them. I think there's a lot more in there and whatnot that he brought back. Yeah, man. I mean, what else with this movie, man? I've got you back, man. I mean, like, any other like specific moments, any other final sort of verdicts on this movie before we kind of end up, bro? Before we end this?
No, I mean, listen. I don't know if you guys have not seen it yet. It's on Netflix at the moment now. You guys can catch it. It's just an easy, good, fun watch, man. There's nothing serious about it. It's his universe. It's his.
Right?
He gets to make movies that he kind of loves enjoying doing, and with a always a good message. Like always a good message. I gotta say, all of his films have been quite good, and this one had a good message of like even though if you lose, you can still win. You can keep going, and it's what reasons you're doing it for as well. So always some good heartfelt messages in there as well. So good on him, man. It was a good fun watch. But for me personally, we didn't need it, bro.
We didn't need it, but I would disagree where it didn't bother me, honestly. There's some part twos that come out and I'm like, boy, we didn't need that because that could possibly jeopardize the first one. But honestly, I don't know what it is, but for me, it felt like it carried on the same momentum as the first one, in my opinion. Like I just feel like it had similar silly sort of moments as the first one, the same sort of obviously same characters and the same vibe as the first one. So for me, I didn't feel like it was out of place. Like we didn't need it, but we got it, and I'm not mad at it, to be honest with you. Like I'm not even, you know what I mean? I really enjoyed it. I seriously did. As a Friday night movie to sit back. I remember I ordered food. Me and the missus sat back and watch it. I'm obviously more familiar with the character, but it's just, even she was giggling at it. It's like one of those movies that anyone could just put on. You could watch it with your missus and they don't have to know about it too much. And they just sit and laugh at the comedy that comes out of it. And that's what you want out of a movie like this. That's why I love these type of movies, man. Like, and I know Adam Sandler gets a lot of stick for his movies and they get bad reviews, but my guy's a billionaire and his movies are hilarious. That's why I say to you about, I don't care what critics say, and I'm not a critic either or whatnot, but man, when a movie makes you laugh and it gives you that joyful feeling and whatnot, man, that's all you need. And Adam Sandler's a perfect example of fuck the critics, because he's built a whole universe. He's got a billionaire industry. So he's a perfect example of do what you do what you love, your way, your style. And if you truly love it, it will work out. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
And
100%,
he's a perfect
100%,
example of
100%.
that.
Yeah, 100%. I got to agree on that. He's been good with that. I got to say,
Could you imagine,
he's
like,
been
if
good
he
with it.
gave up after the first movie where the critics slated his movie, whichever one it was, Billy Madison, whatever? Could you imagine he gave up? Like, the amount of, like, the shit that he would not have been able to achieve, and then what we would not, as an audience, not been able to get, like, again, like the Billy Madisons and all his other movies, man. There's so many of them. Like, I'm glad he didn't get up and give up, and his mentality, whether he said it or not, I think his works as it itself is like, fuck the critics. I'm gonna always do what I do, and I'm gonna be silly and have this silly comedy. And I got my crew, who, you know, his boys who are always with him, the same type of guys and whatnot, and they've had his back, and they're getting involved in the movies, and it's successful, man. In my opinion, it's success. I could easily watch Adam Sandler movies all day, and I'll be able to watch them 20 years from now. I'll be able to go back, and I honestly feel like I could watch this one again in the future, just for like a normal comedy night, in my opinion.
No, no, 100%. I can agree with you on that. Definitely. Uh, I what more can I say, man? It's his universe. He can do whatever the f he wants. You know what I mean? So, and the fact that he's doing it, and he still does other movies. You know, he's got another movie coming out soon, right? With
Which one?
George Clooney. Yeah, he's got a new movie coming out, which is kind of like a serious movie. I can't remember. It's based on an actor, but like he did that movie called Hustle, which was really good with Queen Latifah, and it was a basketball. I
Yeah,
mean, Uncut Gems will never
Uncut
be forgotten.
Gems.
He got
So good.
snubbed. He got snubbed for that Oscar. He deserved that Oscar. I don't care. That year, Uncut Gems, he should have got that Oscar. I
Who
think
won it? Do you
he's
remember who
he's
won it?
such a versatile actor. I can't remember who won it, but like, listen, without getting political, I know where he stands, but his work ethics and what he can bring. Like, if I can do the stuff that I love and make billions, why wouldn't you do it? You know what I mean? And you just need backing. You need somebody to believe in you to do that. Because if somebody didn't believe in his vision for Billy Madison and Happy Gilmore, we wouldn't have an Adam Sandler today. He'd be doing stand-up comedy still.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, listen, I agree. Uncut Gems. I'm just trying to find who won the Oscar on that year. Uncut Gems snubbed. Let me see if I can find it. But I mean, the reason why I feel like, again, like, I don't know, Oscars don't mean shit anyway. I mean, to be honest with you, Oscar nominated movies, Oscar actors, I'll watch them, but not because of the Oscars. If I'm not, there's loads of Oscar movies that I don't watch because I'm just not into it, man. But the fact that you got this silly comedian who's always known for that, and all these movies get slated by critics and bullshit and whatnot, for him to come out and pull a performance like he did in Uncut Gems, absolutely fantastic. That's why I'm like, oh, this dude deserves an Oscar. He literally came in as a complete different character and as a complete different whatever, and was able to play it amazingly, man. I mean, what a great movie, man. So I agree. I think he deserves. I can't find who won the Oscar that year. It's hard to Google that shit. But anyway, I should have chat GPT that actually. Let me try and chat GPT that question. See if it can find it for me. This is where ChatGPT will possibly be better than Google, because like you can literally ask it those questions and let's see. Look, here we go. So who won Oscar the same year as Uncut Gems? Uncut Gems was 2019, and Best Actor went to Joaquin Phoenix, the Joker. Oh, that's a tough one. I don't know if you got stubbed there then, because that was pretty good. Joaquin Phoenix was pretty good.
That's
Maybe
a
it's
tough
bad
one.
time.
No, you know what? I'm gonna go with that. I'm not gonna go with Joker. I know that's hard to say.
That first Joker,
I've
I'm
seen,
sorry.
I've seen. Yeah, the first Joker is amazing. Don't get me wrong; it's an amazing film, a great concept. I don't know what happened with number two. Uh, you know what? Adam should have won it. I don't
Okay,
even
look.
know if he was on the list.
Yeah, he was. He was
Was he?
definitely on the list. He was nominated. Oh, wait, hold on.
He should have won.
Okay, I
He
agree
should have
with
won.
you. I agree with you the fact that he had a bit of an edge because he's not known for that kind of acting, and he smashed it. Joaquin Phoenix is known as a
For that,
great
yeah,
performer. and being able to be versatile and whatnot. With Adam Sandler, I feel like he shocked a lot of people with that one, because you're like, wow, he's absolutely smashed it. So maybe he had an edge from that perspective.
Yeah, no, 100%, 100%. Yeah, I still want Adam to win. I don't know why, but yeah, that's my take. Adam's awesome. It's a good fun family watch. Not family, sorry. A good fun watch. So make sure you check it out if you guys haven't seen it. If not, we spoiled the shit out of it for you.
Yeah, I don't think Adam Sandler actually was nominated. I'm reading ChatGPT now. It's saying that Sandler was highly praised for Uncut Gems, but he wasn't nominated, which is actually crazy.
Oh, he wasn't nominated.
Damn. Sandler
Okay,
didn't
so that
actually get
changes
any
the whole
Oscar
game.
nominations. That's a shame. That's even a shame. Listen, man, he definitely should have got nominated, man. At least.
Yeah, he should have got nominated for that. Damn. All right.
Anyway,
It is
listen,
what it is.
as Adam Sandler fans and whatnot, and again, yeah, let's not go into political stuff.
He's an artist. I listen, as an artist, all good. All good.
Listen,
Other side, I'm gonna separate that artist from all the madness.
Listen, when you watch Zohan, let's just talk about it a little bit. When you watch Zohan, right? Yes, there's a whole element of Zionist propaganda in there and whatnot, but he did try to put an element of peace in there. When you do watch it, it did try to humanize the Palestinians. You know, I mean, he did try to show that we can get along and all that. There was that again. He tried to do that, and he spoke about in the Rogan's podcast. But yes, you can't help but watch it and be like, oh, well, there's a whole bunch of Zionist propaganda shit in here too. He doesn't speak out actively he speaks out a little bit, but I haven't seen him actively speak out. It would have been obviously as from our perspective better if he spoke out for not just for peace, because he always listen, man. After the incident that happened a couple of years, when I call it incident, it's a horrible thing anyway. But he did post something, and he did mention that I hope peace for the Palestinian people. He always puts it out there. He tries to have this little neutral side to him or whatnot, even though he's. I don't know if I want to call him a Zionist, 100% Zionist. He's Israeli and whatnot, and I give him respect, like fine for that. You know what I mean? Like, but Zionist is a different kind of mentality. You know, I'm trying to say. Remember, we gotta put a separation between Zionists and real Jews. So I don't know where he stands exactly with that. But I'm just trying to. I'm trying to defend the fact that he always does try to like be almost a little bit neutral. But it's kind of like, bro, like you can see what's happening. It's hard to be neutral in a situation where this is happening, where you can see the reality of what is happening. However, you know, I don't want to get too deep. At least, okay, you know, fuck it. At least he's not trying to be like Gal Gadot, where she's like, "Oh, my movies are getting boycotted because I support Israel." And I'm just, no, you bitch. Yes, you bitch. Because that you're a Zionist idiot, and two, you're probably a murderer who's probably murdered children. Shit, did I just fuck up the whole review? That bringing it up? I'm sorry. You know, I hope whatever. Like, she's a Zionist criminal that was a part of the IDF, who probably has killed some children. That's why you get
Khalil, no.
Yeah, you dumb bitch.
I love that video. Khalil, no. Yeah. Listen, it's all good. Listen, politics aside, if you guys want to hear more about a political side, that's always on the podcast, no matter what, guys. But we're gonna always, I think, the one thing we're going to do, and as a platform, we'll always speak up. And it's not because we're Muslim and we're brown. It's because of humanity. At the end of the day, listen, we don't want nothing happen to the Israelis either. You know what I mean? But the problem is that government is so.
Yeah, the government's hold your thought. I would just throw out there, but there was like hundreds of thousands of Israelis in Israel protesting against the government and the stop to the war. Like, there's people out there in Israel. There's a lot of kids that are not joining the IDF because they're against the genocide. So again, remember, like, the Israelis and the real Jews, the Orthodox Jews, again, they need to be protected from this government, this right-wing government, and these psycho-Zionists. But sorry, carry on.
Anyway, all right. Let's wrap this up, bro.
I know I shouldn't have got into it, but you know what? As you said, this platform, these reviews, and this podcast is a form of our expression. And when it comes into it, we're just going to say it. So whatever. Anyway, guys, that was our review for Happy Gilmore 2. If you haven't seen it, go check it out. It's on Netflix. Again, coming out on Netflix gives everyone the platform to watch it. And Kibbs, why don't you take us out, man?
All right, guys, make sure you guys check out the links below. Make sure you're following us on our podcast journey. You could follow us on Instagram at the Brothers Geekout Pod. Follow us on TikTok, Brothers Geekout Pod as well, guys. We've got some awesome content on there as well. Make sure you guys, if you guys got the chance, please do what you can. Donate to medical aid for the people of Palestine as well. That's in the bio as well. And we've got loads of new episodes out at the moment as well. Check them out as well. We've got the recent episode of the podcast. We've got a deal on as well. We've got an episode of Copper Comics out as well. So make sure you guys check that out as well. So yeah, massive thank you as always. And keep watching. That's the main thing. There's loads of you that haven't subscribed. Subscribe, man. Subscribe. But other than that, thanks for the love, and we'll catch you guys up soon.
All right, we out. Peace.